From braiding hair to weave on, sharing with you from this easy process to achieving this beautiful weave on that I have on. Yeah, so that is the result. So let's start with the whole thing. This is what I'm going to use to do this hair. This one bundle of braiding hair, I cut it into about 3 parts, and I also again cut it into shorter parts because I wanted the weave on to be a bit short, not long. So when I finished with that, I pulled it. When I say I pulled it, I mean like I feathered it to make the hair all smooth and straight, like all matching together. When I finished that, I used my brush to comb it all through. This process is quite really easy. I have a video on feathering the hair. Using my wool, I cut a few sections of the wool and then tied it onto my pole. These 2 poles I'm using is the one I use to hold my camera, or will I say my lightning. Yeah, one of them that I use for these. So I just tie it all around about 3 or 4 times to make it thick, and I section a very small amount of the hair, I mean really small section of it, and then wrap it around. This is the way I'm wrapping it around. That's why I bring the camera closer so that you can see actually what I'm doing. I hold it behind the thread, I pass my 2 fingers through it, and then I hold it and then bring it out through the other end. So I pull the bottom end of the hair through the middle part where I opened. As you can see, very simple. I've done this in a few of my videos too, to make some kind of like ponytails. Yeah, this process is so easy, so just take it easy and watch the whole process what I'm doing. This is the main thing that you need to do to achieve that kind of looking weave on. It takes quite a while to achieve this whole long big looking weave on, but it's still worth it. Yep, especially if you want to use it for some kind of like a ponytail where you can sew it onto yourself. That is very easy to achieve using this braiding hair. To make the whole process even easier, I decided to section little amount of the hair onto the thread so that I will be just taking it and going ahead, so I don't have to be going back to be taking one and one, making it the work slow for me. So I put a few of it hanging on the thread and I just grab it and tie it around. That is how I do this, make the work even quicker for me. So yeah, when I finish with this section, I even added more of the smaller sections because it makes the work even really easier and quicker. And so I'm trying to bring the camera closer so that you can actually again see what I'm doing. But look, like this part is a little bit bled out. So this is how far I've gotten to, how far I've made the hair to be. And as I go on, I keep combing it to get the excess hair that is flying about all out. And so this is how far again I've gone. The hair is like, it's really quick and fun to do. Yeah, and so I'm just getting to the middle part. This is where I've come to reach, almost getting to the end where I want, and then I stop that. I use my scissors to just trim around the top of the hair, if you can see, because I cut it really short. And so yeah, now that I've finished with that part, I'm using my straightening, that's my hair straightening that I've warmed it up, to press the very top of the hair where the thread is. This is going to make that place like a little bit of melting. Yeah, it's going to give it some kind of a melting shape where it's going to hold it together and it won't go anywhere. But I did not increase the heat on my straightener very high. I just did it to about a medium so that it doesn't bend the hair. This is how it looks like when I bring it closer. It looks really good, as if like a woven hair, kind of the ones that you know we use in Africa to weave onto our hair. Yeah, that is what I'm trying to do in this video. And I think this is my first like attempt, and it came out really good thinking about it. Yeah, and so I use it for my work that I was going to use it for. I finished with the hair, this section that I've done with, and I cut it all off the string, the pole, and then I'm tying the very end of it. If you don't tie this, it's going to come off because you know it's going through the thread, so you have to tie this bit end. I tie about 2-3 times and I cut it off. That is how it looks now. I'm going to bring it even closer so that you can see how it is looking. This is how it looked, the whole hair from the top to the bottom. And so now I boil some water into my little glass, and then I'm going to put little sections of the hair into it. I divided the hair into about 3 or 4 sections, so I'm just going to do it section by section. I'm holding a few bits of the hair here. I'm going to dip it into the water, and I pour some kind of a hair conditioner, my normal hair conditioner, into the hair. This will make the hair even more silky and softer. And so I just dip it inside for a little while, and then I comb it through with a brush. I did the rest of the sections of the hair like the same way that I did this one, and then I dried them out. This is the second section, but I'm not going to do all of it because it's quite a lot of them. So yeah, I just finished with the whole process. Make sure it goes deep into it a bit more, and then I just dry it all up. I think with the drying process, I use my hair dryer, I think so. Yeah, so when I remove the hair out of the hot water, I make sure that I comb it through. You see that it's very smooth and silky. Yeah, so this is how it is looking now after a little bit of drying out. And so I'm further drying it with my hair blow dryer. This one has some kind of like comb attachment to it. It's really smooth. This hair, it's really smooth and nice. I did not add any oil or anything. The only thing I added was that conditioner. It makes the hair very smooth. It looks as if one of those natural hair kind of wigs. If I bring it closer, that is how it looks like. Very beautiful. So I'm just bringing it more closer to the camera so that you can see how the top looks. If you can see properly, it looks as if it's sewn hair, but it's not sewn. So I'm almost done with the whole process. I'm going to like just fold them up and show you how the whole thing look, as if it's like a hair that I bought. If I don't bring it closer for you to see the top, you wouldn't know actually. Yeah, so I'm just going to use this golden kind of strings that I have to hold or wrap around the top. I'm just making it look like one of those sold hairs, and it's look just similar like it. Yeah, and almost done with the whole process. I did a few bits of this hair that I also wanted to make a few more that I'll use on a wig. You can also do this same process of hair and put it like with a hair curlers and all that, and get like curly part of this instead of straightening. So yeah, this is the end result of the whole hair that I started. What do you think about it? This weave on that I've made from my braiding hair. I hope you liked today's video. If you do, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumb up, and I will see you in the next video. Any questions that you have and any video suggestions, anything you want me to do next in my video, I would like to hear from you all. Interactions and anything that you have in your mind, just bring it on and we will chat. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.